What are we going to paint today? It's always the question we ask ourselves. Every day we ponder the mysteries of the universe, and the main question we ask ourselves is, what shall we paint? Today, we're painting Gwenpool. That's what we're painting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Atomic Mass Transmissions Live. Today, we're painting Gwenpool. I'm excited. There's a shark on this base, and that's amazing and ridiculous and the most perfect thing to bring joy into my heart. Wait, that's the whole intro, right?
That was it.
That's it. That's the intro. I'm ready to just do this. I've already started on her, actually. But now we're going to paint on her today. So you're just going to have to deal with like some, I'm in the middle of my ugly phase too on this one. So the things that are painted aren't finished painted. So you have to give me some forgiveness. But I think what we're going to do is paint the comic book panels, because I think that that's like the interesting part about this for showing and giving some information on how to be successful. So we're going to paint the comic book panels. Yes, the comic book panels on the studio miniature were all hand painted. Those are not water slide decals. Those are not stamps. Those are actually hand painted. So we're going to do that today. Why not? What the heck? Let's do this. Kicking over to the minicam. Yeah, you get Dallas today. That's what's happening. Tired from traveling? No, I was not at Star Wars Celebration. That's the wrong stream, sir. Hollowed. Wrong stream. Angry Can, thanks for running the worthy contest at Adepticon and the great advice you gave me to improve. Hey, you know what? I am all about giving advice, giving suggestions, giving feedback, hopefully helpful feedback to help you improve on your painting journey, because that's all we're all trying to do here, is just improve on our painting journeys, be a little bit better than we were yesterday. And I say in all aspects of life, right? Just in general, just how was I yesterday? Can I be better today? And like hopefully the answer is yes. And we always are just improving and growing, learning, shifting, evolving, looking at the world and being like, how can I be a positive and better influence? And just trying to be the best we can. Sometimes part of that is just painting a little miniature. Love the little comic book pages and Jeff on the base. Yeah, it's such a fun little addition to this miniature. Technically was not the first pose we kind of talked about for Gwendolyn. What's the one we landed on? That's how it works sometimes. You kind of come up with lots of little ideas and you talk about it, you iterate. You think about how it's going to fit on a base and you realize that won't fit on a base. It's like, I really want that on 50. And it's like, no, we're not doing a 50. We're doing a 35. Dev has already started. Actually, not usually. Usually we're way ahead of Dev. Secret of the art on her moped and injured side. Yeah, I love that. That's like one of my favorite injured side pieces of art. Is her and Jeff making the little s'mores over the crashed moped. So I'm going to start by painting all these comic panels a little off-white. We need something to start with, something to begin with, a foundation to build our house upon. Got a little basing material in there. Who's to say we won't make a moped terrain piece? don't have my hobby knife anywhere nearby, do we? We don't have a hobby knife in here, do we? Tony! You think we're done making terrain? I have folders and folders of terrain ideas, projects in the works. You never know what you're going to get. I've literally never used a straight pin to push an excess of basing material off a miniature, but here we are today, kids. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, what should the first one be? What should we start with? Maybe we should sketch in a Gwen on this front cover. So I'm gonna use a little. Her head's kind of squared up. So we're just going to lightly sketch in sort of a rough shape of a head here. Using a nice fine tip brush. Line's a little heavy. Oh, Deadpool, you're gonna want some cowbell. I'm missing stuff because I got focused in on painting a face. Dallas, can you hint at how you interact with the Wakanda tray and how it affects gameplay? Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the Warriors fall from the rivals? I feel like our eyes should be a little closer, so I want to sketch that in just a little bit bigger. Maybe she's giving a little thumbs up. Gonna go easy with you guys for spoiler questions. Well, I mean, spoiler questions doesn't work. Spoiler questions don't work. Not on me. The mutants you tease at Adepticon were enough to keep me sated. I'd hope. All right, does anybody know how to make hot pink? Summer, do you know how to make hot pink? You're so close. Yeah, put it on there. Yeah, terrain will start affecting gameplay. We'll be talking about that much later. All right, so we're going to take white. I'm going to take the punchiest red I own. And I'm going to mix that together. And that makes it very desaturated. But then the secret is a little touch of blue. Now blue is a bully color. So it's real powerful. I'm just going to go back and forth. Yeah, the Iceman sculpt, so good. So good. A little more white because I got a little too dark. A little touch of blue goes a long way and makes that really hot bubblegum pink. There we go. You see that, Summer? It's the blue. The blue's the secret. Yeah, the Iceman scope. Super, super cool. Super, super loved what we got on that one. I know lots of people were real happy to see Iceman coming to the game. Including me. Love myself some classic X-Men's. Did I just use light gray over black primer? Yeah, I typically just do Zenith. It really, honestly, it just helps. It helps you see the miniature, even if you're not using a glazing or grisaille technique, a painting. It just helps you see the miniature. And honestly, what it really does for us on stream is like, it lets you see it on camera much, much better. So, oh, we have so many sculptors. We have so many sculptors. So many sculptors. TK, any tips for newer people handling fine detail and paint loading? Really just getting a good thin paint on your brush. Anchor your arms to the desk, both elbows down. The big thing is good posture, so no slouching. When you slouch, you compress your diaphragm. And when you compress your diaphragm, it's much harder to breathe. And your body goes into like a stress response, and that's really bad. So I like to keep my torso up, my diaphragm open, so I can focus on painting for long stints. A little dark color here. And I'm just letting the tip of the brush go. The Wakanda Rivals panel looks so amazing that I will 100% get it, even though I don't own any Wakanda. Yeah, the Warriors Fall. Super interesting, fun concept we came up with actually a long time ago. Really happy to see that finally be shown off. A lot of really cool and interesting stuff happening on that Rivals panel. The tactic cards themselves are really, really fun. I think Josh did just a killer job telling the story there. Yeah, if you can't freehand it, you can print it out. No shame. We're not shaming. We're all just different points of the same path of our painting journey. I'm just trying to provide maybe a guide and some inspiration. Maybe you try it and it doesn't work. But you should always at least try. You can't try. If you don't try, you can't fail. And if you can't fail, you won't learn. Right? Summer? Like, what was it? The Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Was it Michael Scott? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not sure who the OG person who quoted it, but I do know there's a hilarious office joke.
I don't know who said it first. Doesn't matter.
It was Wayne Gretzky. I was going to say that, but I was very worried that I was going to come off silly. It was Wayne Gretzky.
It was Wayne Gretzky.
Yes, it was.
Great. Somebody smart said it. And it's just true though, right? It's like, you might look and you might be watching this and be like, "Oh, I can't paint like that." Well, there was a time I couldn't either. And then you learn and you grow and you try something new, then you do it again till you get it right. And then you mess it up one more time. And then you say, "Wait, I want to do it again, do it again. I'm going to do it one more time." Then you get it right. MS says, remove my ability to learn with painting. I'm lucky, and I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm sure that makes it quite difficult. But do you still try? Do you still hobby, or just enjoy the looking of the miniatures? And that counts. We need a white color for the gloves. Right now it looks a little fuzzy, but we'll tighten it up. Love seeing all the amazing art for the cards. The rival panels are really going to get an interesting, like if you like what you saw with the Weapon X rivals, and how we kind of got in there and told like a little story, then I think you're going to like the direction for rival panels. We're really wanting to get in there and tell like little stories. Oh, see, you're still hobbying, and that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Like, hobby at the level you can, or you want. How's it looking, Summer?
Looking beautiful. I'm just getting a little closer so you can get a good view of that comic book art there.
Sorry, I'm kind of getting in the zone there.
Sometimes I have to be someone else get in the zone with you because I get real focused and then I forget the camera switch.
Yeah, you have to pay attention.
I do, but you're so mesmerizing sometimes.
It's a little messy, but we'll keep cleaning it up. That's why we have mood music. Oh, because I get kind of zony every now and then. Every now and then, I try to keep talking, but sometimes it's, I get a little in the tank. I gotta go back and clean all this up. How do you keep your brush tips so sharp? Any advice for care and brush life? I'm the worst at taking care of my brushes. I'm literally the worst.
Tell them to do what you say, not what you do.
Yeah, you do what I say, don't do what I do. I'm the worst at brush maintenance, and I know I am. I finish painting in the evenings, and I just take the brush and I just like kind of toss it on a table after I rinse it. Really, really though, you should be getting some good brush cleaner. There's some really great stuff that you can buy at your local art stores. That I can't recommend enough. Like it's like a pink soap. Really great stuff. Mainly for, well, it's not mainly. It was developed for, artists. I don't do it, but that's what you should do. The big thing is just not getting paint in the ferrule, which is the metallic bit that holds the brushes. Just don't get paint in there. It's really not good for your brushes. Masters brush soap is great, yeah. Show of hands, who has started thinking worthy injuries next year? Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, after seeing the injuries this year, have we talked about the worthy on stream since Adepticon? Not really.
No, not really.
Yeah. Seeing all the injuries this year was just amazing. And, I just can't thank everybody who came and participated in the worthy enough for just coming out and being part of just a fantastic painting competition. But I will say, like, the quality is going to go up. I think we're going to see some real push in what is, not just expected. What me and the judging panel, we had two amazing judges this year, if you don't know. Elizabeth Beckley actually painted the studio. Gwenpool and Squirrel Girl was one of the judges. And Ben Comets Fantastic painter, just a world-class painter. That guy has multiple awards. Just a top quality person as well. Just so fun to hang out with and talk to. So, anyways, I think just the quality that if you were there and you saw what we were looking for, and then I think just what people are going to attempt to bring next year is just going to be off the chain. And so, even if you don't come to participate, which I totally think you should, you should at least come check out the Worthy next year, because I think it's going to be just an amazing display and celebration of the art of miniatures. You know, and I've heard some painters being like, you know, I saw that trophy and like, I think next year I gotta really get in on that. And I'm like, yeah.
The bar has definitely been raised for next year.
Yeah, Jonathan, if you weren't paying attention, Jonathan came in and just really just pushed the level and was like, you know, really just showing people kind of that once again, that what we're looking for as a judge, what as a judge you're looking for. You know, it's not just technical skill. There's that storytelling element that has to be taken into consideration. It's so much of it all tied together. I gave her a little frowny face. I don't know why. I just gave her a little frowny face. Can someone enter a piece and then take that same piece, make some corrections, or re-enter the same piece following year? You know, there's no rule against that. I think there's more of a social contract that's kind of like your peers are going to judge you. It's a bit icky. And I know that that's not a technical term, and like you can do whatever. But I think your peers would consider that a bit icky. I don't know many people that's pulled that off successfully and not come off the wrong way. Oh, what if she's doing like a little anime open mouth there? Does that make sense?
Right underneath.
Yeah, see like the little line like going down to the bottom jaw?
She's reading a manga.
She's reading a manga. We'll give her a little surprised eyes. Like if you just make the inside of the mouth a little warm, right? Does that make sense? That was for you, Summer.
I'm learning too.
It's not my best freehand, but hey, not bad for 20 minutes. What do y'all think? How's the full cover comic art? Should we do some panels now? Let's do some comic panels. So once again, I'm going to go with like a light gray to sketch in. No clue what I'll need to do for bronze, but seeing the winners and everything is going to be an interesting time. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Give me the hand. I don't have patience for a showpiece. I buy cheap brushes and use contrast speed paint to get stuff done. Great. It's the way you paint. I ain't judging your hobby. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters to me. There's room enough in the world for everybody to express themselves the way they want to express themselves. And some people want to spend 20 minutes slapping together a paint job. Some people want to spend 1,000 hours painting to the highest level possible. You know, some people want a cheeseburger from the local dollar cheeseburger joint. Some people want to develop the most high-end bougie cheeseburger they can make. Yeah, there's a lot of great entries, and honestly, you're gonna see. Can I say this, Anne? Is Anne watching?
She's in here.
Anne's in there. We're gonna be seeing all those great entries very soon. I always say, don't yuck my yum and I won't yuck yours. Yep, they're editing the photos. There were so many great entries, and you're going to see them all. You're going to see all of them. Yeah, Matt took thousands of photos, like thousands. How do I want to deal with these? Think about this. Maybe there's some buildings in this panel. Just wait till I start painting happy little clouds. A little bit of a brown slate color, maybe. Yeah, there were so many great entries. So many great entries. That looks kind of like a little city, doesn't it? I think so. I think some of the blacks need to be a little blacker in a couple spots, but overall. There we go. The city. Any idea when we'll see you paint up that Cosmic Ghost Rider? Yeah, there's an idea. I love that it started with a tiny painting and then thought, what if we could make it smaller? That's always the question. Is like that's the fun of miniatures. They're miniature. They're tiny. There's something fascinating to the human brain about things that are tiny, that aren't supposed to be. Like, have you ever seen one of those little tiny teapots that are like this big, Summer? They don't make sense. You can't make tea in that. But you're like, oh my gosh, look at the little tiny teapot.
There's definitely psychology behind that.
Yeah. Small entidosis.
Yep,
That's the technical term. Small entidosis. Oh yeah, we need some zazz and some zing in there. I actually have a friend. Okay, I'm going to tell a story. I have a friend who custom built a unit for a game, and he converted all of them. And it was. Can I say the name of bands on stream? Is that legal? No, it is. Okay, so he converted every single member of Slipknot into a unit. But that's only 9, and the unit was 10. So he converted himself holding a miniature in the unit with Slipknot. And it was like totally like that Paintception thing.
I thought you asked if you could talk about band miniature, not HB.
Oh, like a
I think it doesn't unban them for sure. But I get ya. Finally on the same page.
this miniature is banned in 50 countries. Oh my. A little more contrast, a little more contrast. Got to pop in the whites. All right, what's the next panel? What's the next one? Somebody's going to say Jeff the Land Shark riding a unicycle across a tightrope while juggling chainsaws. And in the background, Peter Porker's going, whoa, no! And I'll be like, I can't quite fit that on there.
They're gonna take you to task on this mold.
Yeah, I'm gonna be put through the paces. We could probably do Jeff the Land Shark, maybe. Jeff the land shark. He's a shark.
I fully expect some legible words, sir.
Oh, some legible words?
In cursive.
We can do legible words. From one panel to the next. I got an idea here. Gotta let that dry. Jeff the Land Shark as a whale. Does Gwenpool have any alternative build options? She does not. Gotta remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Another tip for trying to do fine work is do not hold your breath. Once again, it sends your body into a state of shock. I'm actually not the best letterer. It's the wrong shape. Keep bumping the bass. Summer, what am I doing? Can you tell yet? Have you figured it out? Man thing? No, not man thing.
Oh, I think. I'm not gonna say in case
That's all fun in saying it. As if you're wrong.
it's Adam, right?
No, we can do Adam.
It's wrong.
We can do Adam. What is it? Do you know? Did you figure it out? What am I doing?
I was already wrong.
She doesn't want to be wrong again. Won't be fooled again. Can you not read month? Oh, my O is a little funky. Sorry. I told you I'm not a good letterer. I failed comic book lettering 101. Mini strap next month? No.
Guess it's too late to say anyways.
Who's the Winter Guard fan in the office? I always wondered why they were putting they're putting the game because we make a Marvel game? Is that the right answer? I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. Marketing approves of my answer. We make a Marvel game? I don't know. I don't actually know how to answer that question. Every character is someone's favorite. That is correct. Every character is somebody's favorite. And we don't yuck on yums around here. I ain't got time for that in my life. So, our goal is to do as many characters as we can. Schick and I have always said, given a long enough timeline, every character will be in the game. Do we know the order of the gems off the top of our head? Summer? It's the gauntlet. No, I don't do clues. I don't do clues. All right, give me the order of the gems. Somebody. What's on the thumb? Green's on the thumb? Just the color's fine. Okay, hold on. Okay. Purple on the index finger. Red and blue make purple. I want to go with a little light purple to make it. Yeah, I just need to also read on the miniature little painting here. A little bit of this. Yeah, next month with an infinite, we did the gauntlet. We did Thanos. It's the back of a comic. I'm previewing that in the next comic, Squirrel Girl's fighting Thanos. All right, what's on middle blue? Everybody's always looking for clues. Do I look like a man with a plan? There you go. Red on the ring finger. Every finger is a ring finger if you just put a ring on it. Ugh, silliness. Okay.
Okay, well, here's the tricky part because some pictures have the yellow on the back of the hand and the orange on the pinky finger, but then some have it switched.
All right, so I'm just going to pick colors that are close together of yellow and orange. And you'll never know which one's which. Have I ever given clues? Wait. I've never given clues. Yeah, we've got the Infinity Gauntlet on the back of a comic book. That's dope. Did I paint the demo miniatures used for the Shatterpoint at Star Wars? I did not. I mean, maybe I do drop clues and they're just way more subtle than just painting a gauntlet on the back of a comic book. And I'm just setting up at night wishing somebody would figure out my clues. But no one's figured out my code yet. That's actually what happened, Summer, you know it. I know I'm marketing. I don't have to do clues anymore. Marketing has a plan. I don't want to mess with that plan because they put so much hard work and dedication. And they work with all of our wonderful licensors to make sure that the plan is good. So if I just say something random willy-nilly, it's true. Now I get to focus on just making cool stuff. That's not just be part of marketing. What do you think, Summer? Do you like the gauntlet on the back? I thought it was fun. Can I see that?
I'm gonna make sure to zoom in a little bit right at the end so they can get a good shot of all of the little comic book panels. Those look so eye-catching.
I like our little Gwenpool on the front cover here giving a thumbs up. We learned how to make hot pink today. That was useful. I just messed it up. I did too much blue. I warned everybody, don't put too much blue.
So what's the ultimate advice you have for our friends about painting small stuff like this color? Not holding your
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Take care of your brushes. Let the brush do the work. You're just touching the miniature. You're letting the brush do its work. The brush wants to work for you. It really truly does. You gotta let it do the work. If you don't let it do the work, it's not gonna do the work, and then you're gonna be upset with it. Make sure you breathe. Keep your elbows anchored on the table. Keep your diaphragm open and up. And practice. On stream, right, we're just kind of having fun. We're hanging out. But if I was doing this for real, I would definitely practice this a couple of times on a piece of. I usually get what's called plastic card or plastic sheets, and I practice my free hands on that, usually multiple times. Like I'll do several passes, and try to get it right before I commit to the freehand. Because you got to fail before you learn. Look at you picking up on what I'm doing here. Summer's been paying attention while I'm painting. Yeah, I'm just letting the brush just touch and move. I'm not trying to draw a line straight out the gate. And it's okay if it doesn't look right at first. You get to refine it as you go. Whoo! There's so many things I want to see. It wouldn't help to list them. Gooey Chewy, there's so many things we want to see. We have like a 5-year plan of things to see. It's going to be amazing. Well, in 1 hour, I talked and painted like 5 comic book panels. Not 5, 3. Look, I'm bad at math. This is why I'm not allowed in dev, Summer. This is why I'm not allowed to dev. Are you kidding me? And I agree, Atomic Mass Games. I'm looking forward to see how everybody paints their comic books in the wild. So hopefully that was hopefully you're ready to paint some comic book panels. You should get out there and just try. Get a piece of plastic card, get a piece of paper, get your brush, sit down, put on a movie. I have my personal favorite movies for painting. My child always knows, like, oh, Dad's painting, just because he can hear very specific movies playing in the background. It's like, oh, Jaws is playing, Dad's painting. Like, it's just automatic. Don't even come in the room. I'm listening to Jaws and painting miniatures. Get your favorite movie. Get your favorite podcast. Get your favorite book on tape. Get your favorite music. Whatever it is you listen to, movie, television show. Sit down with a piece of paper, piece of plastic card. I like plastic card because it's like painting on plastic because it's plastic. Give it a prime, right? And just start practicing. Write your name. Write your name like you normally write it. Then write it at half size. And then just keep going down. And then just keep practicing. If you want to draw a picture, draw a rough version of it. And then draw it smaller. And then learn how to tighten it down. You want to do things in chunks. Like I did on that Gwenpool face, right? It was just a rough sketch. Then I blocked in the pink, and then I pushed some of that black line out of the way, and I put in the whites, and then I pushed some of that black line. I put some black line. You got to take it in chunks. It's how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And just remember to create a process and work your way through it. Refine and define, refine and define, refine and define. Say those words in your heads. Contrast, contrast, contrast. It's the secret of painting miniatures. It's the fine art of correcting one's mistakes. All those fun things I like to say. So, remember, if you want the latest news, information, and announcements coming from Atomic Mass Games about all of our wonderful games, because we're talking about a lot of stuff right now, you should check us out on Twitter and or Instagram. That's where all the marketing people talk. That's why I don't talk here, because they talk. And then every Tuesday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Twitch. I mean, obviously you know, but you need to tell your friends and your grandma that we do this on Twitch. Check us out, hang out, paint, ask us questions, and just see what kind of fun, silly stuff is going to happen. Tomorrow I'll be back. Shik is traveling. He's worn out. We've sent him all over the world. So you can check us out. We're going to be painting. Can I say what we're painting? Is it a secret?
You can do.
It's clones. That's it.
The article went up today.
Oh, the article went up today.
They learn how to play it today. They'll learn how to play it.
Paint it.
Paint it tomorrow.
Yeah, you learn how to play it today. You learn how to paint it tomorrow. We're going to be painting Rex. Bye.